Hi, I'm Justin. This video is brought to you by Noise Development, and let's talk about your food waste disposal. Now, some people call it a garbage disposal, and that's really not what it is. You don't want to put garbage down there. You'll definitely regret that. But as far as food waste goes, here is the basic operation. You start some cold water first. Go ahead and turn the disposal on and let it run long enough until it sounds like it did when you first turned it on. Go ahead and turn that off and let the water go for a couple more seconds just to rinse everything out, and turn that off. Now, if you ever accidentally drop something down inside of the disposal, like a screw or something that doesn't belong in there and it won't be able to grind up, then to safely remove that, make sure you first turn off the circuit for your disposal on the electrical panel, and then come out and double check the switch on the wall to make sure that it's definitely off. And then reach in there, not with your hand, but with some tongs or one of those cable grabber thingies, and remove the obstruction that's in there. Once again, not with your hands. Definitely would not recommend that unless you really like this look, which, but either way, please don't put your hands in there. And then when it comes to food and the kind of things that you can put in there, most food scraps go into a disposal just fine. A couple things to be aware of. If you have things that are kind of highly fibrous, like corn husks or asparagus, those are things that you just want to be careful. You can put those in there, but just kind of slowly and not a lot at once. If you have if you're peeling vegetables and you fill the sink with potato peels, for example, just don't shove them all in at once. Kind of feed them in slowly, and it can handle that. And then most importantly, don't ever pour any kind of grease down the disposal, because it'll get into your pipes and it'll kind of harden and block those up and become an expensive mess. So those are some things that to keep in mind for all of that. And then if you ever go to turn on your food disposal and it just sounds like, that means it's probably jammed up, and we'll go down below to show you what to do if that's the case. So if you hear your disposal make a kind of a noise, it's probably because it's jammed, and you may have one of these little wrenches that came with your disposal in there, and that can be put right in the center, in the bottom of the unit, and then you can kind of use that to move it back and forth and kind of get the jam free until you can move it all the way around, and that will probably loosen it up. If you turn it on and you're not getting any power, then there is a little reset button right on the bottom. You can just find that with your finger and press that in, and that will often reset it and get it back in shape. So those are helpful tips on how to best operate your food waste disposal. So happy disposing. All right.